So a referee will stop walking off 30 yards and spot the ball. So the ball may be spotted inside the. You can't start inside the 10. Remember, you'll learn this in the rules. No possession can start going this direction. No possession can ever start inside the 10-yard line. You have to. The farthest you can go is the 10-yard line. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you intercept the ball on your own 1 yard line and get downed,
You get it on the 10.
You get it on the
they
10.
automatically move to the 10?
I
Okay.
think, is that the way we've done it in the past?
Well, it used to be the 5, I think, at one point.
No, it's never been 5.
Even whenever I was playing.
No, you would have to go be walked out to the 10. Yeah, 'cause you can't start a possession inside your 10.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. We'll get to some of those things here in a little bit. Players to wear shorts, no pockets. We'll tape if we. Yeah, hang on, I'll get there. Each player must wear current team uniform, which we've talked about. No modification to the team. We don't cut sleeves. We don't tie-dye them. We don't do anything crazy. If they do anything like that, they have to order a new shirt in order to play the next season. Okay. If a child forgets their shirt, we're not so strict that we're not going to let them play, so long as that jersey or shirt that they're wearing does not conflict with the other color that you're going against. If they wore a Kelly Green shirt and the team you're going against is Kelly Green, you can't wear that. And we're not swapping out jerseys. That's not an option. Okay? So either they find a jersey or a shirt that's going to be a neutral color and they put it on and play, and everybody's in agreement that that's okay and we move on, or they don't play at all that day. Okay, we'll talk about the player logs here in just a second. We made a change to that as well. Let's see here. Each player must tuck in his or her shirt. That is required because we got to put flags on you. So we don't need extra attire hanging off for other players to grab. Shirt tails need to be tucked in, flags wrapped around, and strapped appropriately or clipped appropriately. No jewelry or hats at all. No, no sunglasses or glasses unless they're prescription. Okay, so we're trying to protect them as much as can. Each player must wear flags during the game. Flags are not to be tied but clipped. Mouthpieces are required. Play It Again Sports will have mouthpieces at uniform 9. If for whatever reason players show up and they don't have their mouth guards, we will have them for sale. They will not be at the referee stand this year. They will be at the concession stand. So make sure that you tell them that. Concession stand. There'll be $1 for the mouth guards. Games will be played in 40 minutes of running time. There will be 4 10-minute quarters. There will be 5-minute halftime-ish. Each time the ball is spotted, a team has 30 seconds to snap the ball. 30 seconds to snap the ball from game 1. Okay? So if you got kids that are lollygagging up there on game 1, they're not getting to their spots. They're going to first get a delay of game warning because they didn't snap it on time, but after that it's going to be a penalty every single time they do not snap the ball within that 30-second time that we've given them. We will have a referee who will be keeping the clock and will notify you when you have 15 seconds left. I think it's kind of where we set it, and that should give you enough time. Each team is allowed 1 30-second timeout per half. We're not doing a full minute and then a 30-second for each team each half. We've found out that that's just taking up way too much time, so 1 30-second timeout per half. Most of you don't use it anyway until the last minute or so, even if you have them. The way it's going to work is the clock keeper will sound the whistle at the 30-second mark, signaling the return of play. So you said, hey, I need a timeout. They're going to give you a 30-second timeout. After that 30 seconds, the referee will be required to blow the whistle, letting you know that time for that timeout has ended. You will then have 15 seconds to snap the ball. If you do not, so basically we've given you a 45-second timeout. If you do not snap the ball within that 15 seconds after the whistle has been blown, there will be there can either be a delay of game warning for the first time, if that's the first time, not for the first time after a timeout, but just a delay of game in general, or it's going to be your penalty. Any questions on that? That's a change this year that we didn't have last year.
So you call timeout on defense?
You can use, yeah, you get 1 timeout per team per half for 30
You don't
seconds.
really necessarily get that extra 15 seconds if you call it on defense, right?
We're still giving a 30, you still give a 15 seconds for that offensive team to snap the ball. So it can still turn out to be a penalty on the offensive team. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And the timeouts, do you have to do them on the sideline or can you do it on the field?
You'll be on the field anyway. You'll have one defensive coach on the field and one offensive coach on the field with the kids. So defensively you can call it, or offensively you can call it. But then you'll have all the other coaches on the sidelines with the players. Yes?
Is the penalty a loss of downs and yards as well, or just loss of downs? What is
I'm saying what?
what is the penalty for delay of game?
I don't know, it's probably on the back maybe, if I even updated it. It's on our wristbands, I think I did. Oh, it's right there, delay of game. It's 5 yard from line of scrimmage. That's all it is, not a loss of down.
But you can't pick up a first down if you go over a line. On the
That's
way
right.
back. Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
happened before.
Yeah, I bet that.
Yes, that's a great one because we've never covered that. And I think that's confused coaches in the past. Let's say you're right here, you've just received your delay of game, it's taking you behind the 20. You don't get a first down for coming back because you originally started ahead of that. So your line of game to get that first down is still the 40. Great point. Thank you for bringing that up. Any questions on that? All right. Okay, page 2 back. The clock will stop on incompletions, out of bounds, and first downs in the last minute of each half and begin again on the snap. The exception to that is that the clock will begin on the official spot of the ball following a first down in the last minute. That's to say that if the ball is still in bounds within the last minute, the referees will stop play so that we can get the ball spotted, and as soon as that ball is spotted, clock starts again. But on an incompletion, out of bounds, or some other type of penalty, it's a dead ball until the next snap. Any questions?
Are there any visible clocks?
Oh no.
I didn't think so.
No, we're not that advanced. That'd be nice though.
Well, so you said like during the first 9 minutes of the quarter, the clock runs continuously, no matter what is out of bounds or anything. Okay.
Well, the only time the clock stops is in the last minute of that half.
Yeah.
First quarter, the clock runs continuously.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter incomplete or not, clock continues to run. The last minute of each half, so at the end of the second quarter, the last minute, into the fourth quarter, last minute, it'll stop on every incompletion, out of bounds, or penalty. And it'll be starting on the spot on inbounds. Okay.
So the clock doesn't stop when the ball carrier's flag is pulled?
It'll stop until if he's in bounds, it'll stop until we respot it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? If he runs out of bounds, it'll stop completely. But if he's in the middle of the field, pull the flag, it stops until we spot the ball, clock starts again.
That's anytime, not just in the last minute?
No, that's in the last minute.
Oh, okay.
Also, when you stop the clock for an incompletion in the last minute, does the clock not start until the ball is snapped or spotted?
Snap, sorry.
Okay.
I was telling you wrong one. I did
Yeah.
say spot, didn't I?
Oh, I didn't know.
Hmm?
Well, I didn't hear that part, but I was just, okay.
No, yeah, I think, yeah, I got you.
Well, no, what it is, when the ball, on an incompletion, out of bounds, and first downs in the last minute of each half, it'll begin again on the snap. If, the exception to that is the clock will begin on the official spot of the ball following a first down in the last minute. The ball is in play, first downs happen, it'll then start again on the spot.
Basically, no college rule for the
Yes.
last minute.
Yes. Any questions? Good. Clarification.
So for the first 9 minutes of the quarter, the clock just doesn't stop?
The first quarter, it won't stop.
First 19 minutes.
Yeah, first 19 minutes, it won't stop at all. It'll just be a continuous clock.
Unless they're in timeout.
Well, there's 4 quarters though, correct?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, first 10 minutes, it won't stop. First quarter, it's going to continuous clock. In the second quarter, it'll stop in the final minute of that quarter.
I got you.
Third quarter, it'll run continuously until the whistle blows, and then the fourth quarter, it'll stop in the final minute again.
Got you.
So is there a break between quarters?
Yes. 10 seconds. I'm just kidding. You got enough time to. We'll give you enough time to get your. We'll give you enough time to get your sub in. We hope.
Did you swap ends of the field on the quarters?
In the half.
Thank you.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah.
We're still
Good
going.
questions. Okay. Anything else before we move on?